Hi, Ashwin.
Hello.
Today I want to talk to you about what OCBC says about my country. It says that Bank Negara will not raise interest rates next year, and the OPR would remain at a very low 1.75%. This is probably the lowest among other countries in the region, including India. And the reason for that is because during the pandemic, many of us were struggling and had to withdraw our EPF savings to sustain ourselves. The unemployment rate has risen. It was something at around 3.3%, and now it's above 5%. And we are a very consumer-based economy, depending on our own people for sustenance. With the profitability tax coming on, many businesses are relocating. Malaysia would have been less than competitive as an FDI center for many investors, and that includes Lego and so on. They've gone to Vietnam and they've gone to Thailand, so that's why our interest rate is going to remain low. I would like to ask you, despite all of this, can you share with us some opportunities for retail investors? How do we get smart around what's happening in the country and to our country?
Actually, Tessie, despite all the doom and gloom you just mentioned, Malaysian investors, for a very first time, are in a very good position. You'll be surprised. Why? Due to policy differences, because of economic uncertainty, whatever, for the first time, we're going to see low interest rates in Malaysia, low interest rates, record low interest rates, in fact. While the rest of the world, interest rates rise. Now, let me give you a point, an example. A lot of things going on outside. So Malaysians can enjoy low funding costs at home, okay, and low inflation, so-called, compared to the rest, and low interest rates, and they can make money outside on things that are climbing in value due to inflation, due to higher interest rates, due to better macroeconomics and better market dynamics. So you've got the best of both worlds. But if you don't, Tessie, if you sit down there and say, never mind, let it just go on, if you don't take action, then you will lose out. Because in our last video, we said, take advantage of this before the window closes. And now we have got actually good news. In a way, OCBC's news is good news because it confirms our prediction that Bank Negara will not raise interest rates. And that is an opportunity. That is not bad news. That is good news for investors.
I think the Malaysian government wants to take care of the broad spectrum of its, its people. At the same time, there is a bracket of us who want to make money with whatever we've got. And
the government measure is aimed at the masses. You see, the government measure is at masses. But because they're taking care of the masses, there's an opportunity here for investors.
Yes, and I'm talking about those with less than big money, like $1 million US, $2 million US. I'm sure those people know how to take care of themselves. But what I'm trying to ask you here is, what can someone do with as little as 100,000 US dollars? I mean, that is an achievable nest egg for many people. So we want to make the best use of our money, if you know what I mean, not make wrong decisions.
In fact, not even 100,000. You can be as low as 50,000 onwards. It can be as low as 50,000 US onwards. I'll make it a better deal for you. As low as 50,000 onwards.
So you will accept $50,000 committed capital?
We do accept committed capital of 50 to 100,000 US, up to 100,000 US.
Okay, so what would you do? How would you start, using that nest egg to build upon?
Yes, if you have 50,000 US dollars, let me first tell you what's going on outside. India, for the first time, has got 75 unicorns. That means startups worth about $1 billion US and more. The VCs are just flocking to India with bags of cash. And as a result of this, we have a very strong pipeline of IPOs coming up in India in the next 12 months. And then Goldman Sachs sees Reserve Bank of India increasing interest rates 3 times to 0.75 basis points in 2022. And we have, for the first time, the Indian bonds been accepted in the global bond index. This means once money managers have access to Indian bonds, they will start investing in Indian bonds. And you will see huge money inflows into the fixed income market in India. So a lot of exciting things happening.
We're talking about India mainly, predominantly, but I understand that only Indians can invest in India.
Yes, that's why we have prepared a list of strategies to invest in equities that trade outside of India, mainly in New York and London. And I tell you, do not underestimate that, because the companies are top class.
So you underscore Indian businesses as a priority. Why?
Not as a priority, it's low-hanging fruit. It's not priority, it's low-hanging. India right now is low-hanging fruit. Okay. And then, of course, every expert will tell you the US stock market is overpriced. Okay. But here, we are not talking about market direction. We are talking about mega trends. So what are the mega trends? We've got India, we've got software companies, we've got cloud companies. Okay. In America, we've got gene therapy. We've got a big one called the metaverse. The metaverse is going to change everybody's lifestyle. We've got solid companies, okay, that do cloud computing, hybrid computing. We've got telemedicine, all kinds of things going on.
Every time we speak, you keep underscoring, you keep banging on this thing called mega trends.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Mega trend means a company or a strategy, regardless of market direction. These are the kind of companies, when they drop in value due to the stock market drop, we buy more of it. We don't panic. 2 weeks ago, the market was dropping because of the Omicron virus. And we came out of the video, all of you can watch at YouTube channel, and we said, do not panic. Before you panic, please listen. As long as you buy mega trends, as long as you buy quality companies that are part of mega trends, there's no fear. And true enough, last Friday, the market went to record high, despite the fear of an Omicron virus. Because like we said, sooner or later, 3 months to 6 months, the vaccine is going to come out. And now Pfizer already clarified, you don't need a new vaccine. All you need is 4 vaccines for Pfizer, and you are protected from the Omicron virus. Means all of you have maybe 2 Pfizer vaccines, or 3 because of the booster shot. So you take a total of 4 vaccines, and you can rest assured that the Omicron virus, you can defeat it. So this is what I've been saying before. Before you panic, use logic first, please. Don't be excited.
And also, you keep talking about quality names, mega trends. Can you elaborate?
Quality names means companies which have low or no debt. They have healthy balance sheets. Why healthy balance sheets? Because they have goods and services that are in demand. A very good example is Apple, correct? Apple has got goods and services that are in demand.
So you are pulling the camera back and taking a look, despite all the chaos, despite all the the mess. You select those that are going. Yeah,
on a daily basis.
Steady.
Yes, on a daily basis or weekly basis, we have noise. Market up, market down, market up, market down in 1 week. Up 600, down 300. We don't care. We don't care. What we care is what is the big picture.
So mega trends and quality names.
Yes, the keywords here are mega trends and quality names. And I tell Malaysians, please do yourself a favor. Please, you have low interest rates at home, okay? And you have interesting things going on outside. Take advantage of this sweet spot, because not every day, listen to this, not every day Malaysian Negara is going to say, I leave interest rates unchanged for 1 year. Not every day is going to happen. This is a special situation because of the pandemic. We don't have the pandemic every day.
But most of my friends are investing in the Malaysian stock market.
Yes.
You are suggesting to take the money and invest outside. That's what I'm
Let me
hearing.
explain to you why, factually. The Malaysian stock market thrives on small caps. Small caps means small capitalization companies. These are very volatile, and when the market drops, they drop a lot. We, as a rule, because we have an algo that looks at the big picture and looks at mega trends, we do not invest in small cap companies unless there's a special reason. Because to us, investing in small cap companies is the riskiest proposition.
And not to mention the industrial players, the big institutional buyers, they've withdrawn from the Malaysian stock market.
They're not withdrawn, they're still buying. They're still buying, but the volatility in terms of they put in money, they take out money is very high. They've been taking out like $400 or $500 million, then they put in $100 million. So the activity of that sort is very high. It's not stable. We want to look for a market that is got a mega trend. And most of the mega trends that we're looking at is in blue chips, not in small caps.
And tell me about this thing called real investing versus scalping. You know, because my stockbroker, before you, my stockbroker used to say, Tessie, we made 20 cents, let's get out. You know, we made 50 cents, let's get out.
That's scalping.
You'll pay for your shoes, it will pay for your handbag.
That's scalping. Okay.
Yeah.
And another thing, let me tell you a joke now, a market joke. We always look at Facebook and we see all these kids nowadays. I tell you, buy this stock, and then, you trade. And then buy FX. I'm trading FX. But actually, the kids are not trading. They're scalping. They make $1, $2 on the stock, they take profit. They make 2,000 ringgit on a trade, they take profit. They make 20 pips in the FX. FX moves in pips. 0.01 is 1 pip. Okay. It moves 1 pip, or it moves 20 pips, they cover brokerage. They make 10 pips, they're happy. Oh, I'm out. I made $100 today. I'm sorry, Tessie. We do not trade this way.
I know, that's when I started working with you, it was a complete shift because we stayed for the big bucks.
You see, it is a fact. If you want to make the big money, you have to think like the big boys who make the big money, and you have to accept the risks and be prepared for those kind of risks. If you think small, you will never make the big money. I'm not demoralizing anyone, but it's the truth. It's the truth. If you want to make money like the big boys, number one, you have to think like the big boys. Number two, you have to trade like the big boys. Number three, you have to make provisions for paper risk like the big boys.
However, I would like to add that this sense of assurance, this self-trust, I only felt it when I trade with someone with steady hands. And this is why I feel compelled to share your contact with my friends. When you started working with me, I felt that steady hand, and that anxiety was not there anymore, because we were sure of what was going to happen in the long term rather than what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
So this is what is important to share, I think. You need to know what's going to come rather than what went on in the past, and then make decisions.
Now, for that, when you said steady hand, you have to thank our algorithm. It's called human quant. It's 75% artificial intelligence, 25% human brain. We are thanking our algo for its accuracy, for our steady hand. We ourselves are assured because we know we have a piece of software that will take care of us. Of course, every week, every weekend, we work very hard to tweak it, to give it the human parameter. But having said that, we are sitting here today smiling, and you are enjoying our service because of our algorithm. Because many people say, why should I pay you a fee? I can do it myself. You can do it yourself. Anybody can do what we do themselves. But when market drops and people panic, we are smiling and they are panicking. That is the difference. You can do it yourself, Desi. You can call a stockbroker today and get 10 stocks and do it yourself. You can, whatever ideas. But when the market drops, you will panic, and we will be sitting here smiling because we know what to buy, when to buy, and More importantly, we know what the big picture is 3 to 6 months, 9 months, or 2 years from now. The normal man on the street does not know. That's why when the market drops, they panic. When the market drops, we take out our wish list and say, we're going to buy more of this. We're going to buy more of this. Look at Apple today. It's gone up from $146 when we bought at the low. It's now reaching $180 in just 3 months, or 2 months rather. Why? Because when Apple announced, I'm going to produce less phones because of the shortage of chips, that was the best news to our ears. It was music to our ears because the normal man in the street panicked and they started selling Apple stock to 146, and we said, buy. Below 150, buy everything. And today is 178. Can you see the difference? So if you were doing it yourself,
my government, I think my government is caring for its people by leaving money in their pockets, keeping interest rates low, managing inflation, and that leaves us with a little bit more flexibility with our cash.
In fact, this is great news for Malaysian investors because it gives them very good breathing space. The whole world is increasing interest rates. The whole world is increasing interest rates. And you are having low interest rates. That is not bad news. That's good news.
Yeah. So for 2022, I want to encourage as many of my friends as possible to sign up with you, and for a fee of only $5,000 and a committed capital of only a minimum of $50,000 US.
That's correct.
To $100,000 US. You can give them a yield of what, 20%?
20% per trade. 20% per trade on an ROI basis. 30% ROI.
Okay.
Return on investment. And let me stress. You see, let me stress, if you have any doubts, if you think, this is all fancy, whatever, if you have any doubts or you want to check us out of how real we are or whatever it is, please, no obligation, call us and find out what we are about. We will also give you our track record. Okay? We're not saying we're 100% accurate. We're 90% accuracy or 85% accuracy, 90%. We're not saying that we can control the market for not dropping. What we are saying is, when the market drops, we are not panicking. That is the difference. The market, nobody on this planet can stop this market from dropping. Nobody on this planet, any bank can control volatility. It will always be there. But we say, we have a different take on it. People think volatility is negative. We say volatility is your friend. It's because of volatility, listen to this, everyone. It's because of volatility that wealth can be created. Apple does not drop in price because of fear or doubt. How do you buy at 146 and make money at $280 or $100, $200? I tell everyone now, there's a free tip on this video. Apple will go to $225 US per share. Take my word for it and see my accuracy. This is live talking.
I've got some. How do we contact you, Ashwin?
My email is ashwin@ppchk.net. On WhatsApp, we are available at bit.ly/algotrader. On Telegram, it's bit.ly/algofactory. And please, Malaysian investors, please, before the window closes and after 12 months, Negara starts increasing interest rates, please take advantage of this window, this sweet spot, and make good money for yourselves, because there are a lot of things happening outside. And you are enjoying low funding costs at home. Is the best of both worlds. It's not bad news. It's good news. It's great news.
Thank you for pacifying my concerns. So great. We'll see you again soon, Ashwin.
Jassi, where you are concerned, you are in safe hands. I can say that. I'm not going to.
I know.
But you are
I know. I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.